Now I would like to create a sidebar along with the submenu like this. Here we have to use the UL and LA tags, as well as we have to write just 1 or 2 lines of jQuery code, but we will learn complete jQuery later in this course. But just for this example, let's use jQuery, but don't much confuse about jQuery. If you have doubts or confusion related to jQuery, you can check out the jQuery section in this course. So let's start creating. In the SQL and Web folder, I am creating an independent file, that is sidebar.html. So in this, I would like to create the sidebar. And let me create another file, that is CSS file, that is sidebar.css file. So currently we have two files, that is sidebar.html and sidebar.css. I am trying to import sidebar.css file in sidebar.html file. Import sidebar.css file by using link tag. And also here we require the font of some icons. So let me add the link tag of the font of some CDN so that we are able to use font of some icons in this page. And also here we require the jQuery code. So let's use the jQuery by using its CDN, that is Content Delivery Network. For that case, go to code.jquery.com and under the jQuery core, click on uncompressed or minified, whatever. I just click on uncompressed. It shows the URL here. Copy paste this script tag into your head tag. And this integrity and cross version is optional. So let me remove the same. We are using little bit of jQuery code just to show or hide the menu, that is submenu, something like this. This functionality is created by using jQuery. But if you are not aware of jQuery completely earlier, you can visit the jQuery section in this course. So let me add the title as sidebar. And also in the body tag, let me add a div tag, that is class equal to sidebar. So this div tag represents the complete sidebar that is going to be displayed at the left hand side of the web page. And then inside the sidebar, we have to create the menu by using UL and LA tags. We have to use the list tags because we are creating a list of hyperlinks. And inside the each LA tag, let me add the A tag, that is the hyperlink. For example, the first option is dashboard. Now let me add the icon for the same, that is font awesome icon, that is QR code. So there is an icon here. Let's add the heading above the list. And let me create few more list items. You can create any number of list items by just repeating this LA tag. And let me change the icons for all these menu items. And I would like to create the submenu inside the products, and inside which I would like to have three options, that is electronics, appliances and fashion. So after this A tag, let me add another UL tag. And since this contains the submenu, let me add a special class called submenu. so that we can easily apply the styles for the submenus by using this class name. I would like to add electronics, adding icon for the same. Let me repeat the same set of LI tags and change the text. So we have 3 submenu items inside the products. That's all. This is the HTML code for the sidebar. Let me add another CSS class for the UL tag, that is sidebar menu. So the class names, that is sidebar, sidebar menu, submenu, these are the class names that are useful for highlighting the CSS. Remember these CSS classes. Based on these CSS classes only, we are trying to apply the CSS styles. Now switch to the sidebar.css file. We have already imported the same in the head section itself. So in the sidebar.css file, for the body tag, let me set a global font family and font size. And then asterisk, that means for all the items I would like to make margin 0 and padding 0, so that we are removing the default margin and padding of headings as well as UL or LI tags. And also set box sizing as border box, as we have done the same in the earlier lectures, so that when you mention the width and height, the width and height of the element includes the padding as well as border. Now selecting the menu, that is sidebar, that means we are selecting this div tag, that is the parent of the menu. So for that sidebar, let's apply background color, and also let's set the text color as white color, and also set the height, that is 100 VH, that is viewport height, means the height will be 100%, and also set the width as 300 pixels, so the navigation bar has a specific width. And after that, I would like to create the sidebar menu, that is the UL tag. So for sidebar menu, let's remove the bullet style. That's all. So this is the position of the menu as of now. Alright. Now I would like to select all the A tags that are children of LI, and that is the child of sidebar menu. So my target is I would like to select this type of A tags, and that A tag is the child of LI, and that is the child of sidebar menu. So I need to write it as sidebar menu, that is the parent, and then greater than, that means we are representing the child of the specific parent, that is a UL tag, and its corresponding child, that is A tag. Of course, inside the UL we have the child called LI. So in this case, the right hand side one is the child, but left side one is the parent. Means we are trying to select only the A tags that are children of LI, and that is the child of UL, that is the child of sidebar menu. Check the same here. I am selecting the A tag, that is the child of LI, and that is the child of UL, that is sidebar menu. So for that hyperlink, I would like to apply link style as well as visited style. That means both unvisited as well as visited link styles. So in this case, let me set the text color as white color. So A is the child of Li and that is the child of sidebar menu. As you can see, we are selecting the A tag, that is the child of Li and that is the child of UL that has the class called sidebar menu. So we have applied white color for the same. And after that, text decoration none means no underline. And set the display as display inline block because the default value of display is inline for the anchor tags. So because of display inline, it doesn't take up the width and height. So we have to make it as display inline block in order to set width and height for the anchor tags. So that we can set the width as 100% as well as padding, for example 10 pixels, and then line height as well as height. So we have set the style for the anchor tags of all the LA tags, of course, but not for submenus. We will apply the style of these submenu hyperlinks later. And now I am selecting all the I tags that are children of A. See, here is an icon that is I tag, that is the child of A, and that is the child of Li, that is the child of UL tag, that is sidebar menu. So we should write sidebar menu greater than Li greater than A greater than I. So I am writing the same, that is sidebar menu, Li, A, and then I. So for that icons, let me add margin right, that is for example 20 pixels. So there is a margin after the icon. And let me set margin left, for example 15 pixels. So there is a margin at left side as well as right side. Now let me add the hover effect for all these hyperlinks. So I am selecting the A tag, that is the child of Li, that is the child of sidebar menu. And for that A tag, let me set hover. So on hover, text must be white color and also border left. So if you hover on the item, you can see border left. Let me remove this height, it is no longer required. Alright, now you can see the hover effect for all the hyperlinks. And let me add the transition for that border. I would like to apply transition for all the possible properties. So we can write all. That means it applies the transition for all the properties. So you need not mention each property one by one manually. And let me set global transition time, for example 0.3 seconds. So smoothly the border gets applied like this. And also let me add background color. So there is a background color applied on hover. And now I would like to select all the hyperlinks of the submenu. See, this is the tag that I would like to select. And that is the child of Li, that is the child of UL, and that is the child of submenu, and that is overall the child of sidebar. So we should write sidebar submenu UL Li and then A. And also I am trying to apply the same style for all the visited links as well as unvisited links. So for all these hyperlinks at a time, I would like to apply the background color. So there is a background color applied for all these hyperlinks. And let me set display as inline block so that we can apply width and height for the same. So width is 100%. And also text to decoration none because I would like to remove the underline. After that, set the text color as white color and then line height as, for example, 30 pixels. And then padding. Alright. This is the look and feel of the submenu items. Now, I would like to select icon tags, that is I tag, which is the child of A, and that is the child of Li, and that is the child of UL, and that is the child of sidebar menu. So, let's write the address as sidebar menu, and then submenu is the child of the same, and then it's UL, Li, and then A, and I would like to select corresponding I tag. So for these icons, let me add margin left as well as margin right. So there is a huge left margin so that you can see the icons or text appears a bit rightwards. Let me add the hover effect for the same. So on hover, let's change the background color. So when you hover on the same, you can see the background color. Let me add smoothness for the same, that is transition. I would like to apply transition for all the properties. So you can see the background color changes smoothly. Let me add the border left for the same. So there is border left on hover. Now I would like to select this UL tag, that is the child of submenu and that is the child of sidebar menu. So selecting first sidebar and then moving to its child, that is submenu, and then corresponding child, that is UL tag. So for this UL tag, let me set list style type as none. So there are no default bullets for the same. And by default, this must be hidden. So let's set the display as none. Means by default the submenu will not be appear. We will make it dynamically displayed by using jQuery code. So switch to the HTML file. Almost at the bottom of the body tag, let me add the jQuery code. That is, just start with the script and end with the script. In between this script opening and closing, you can write any jQuery or JavaScript code. So I am selecting all the A tags that are children of submenu. For example, this is the A tag and that is the child of submenu. So for all the A tags that are children of submenu, I would like to apply click event. Means when the user clicks on that hyperlink, I would like to do something in jQuery. So dollar within brackets and within quotes you can write submenu and then space A. Means I am selecting all the A tags that are children of submenu, and for that I would like to apply click event. Means when the user clicks on this particular A tag, this function will be executed. And here I would like to get the currently clicked item, that is $of event.target. And then I would like to go to the corresponding parent. For example, if the user clicks on these products, I would like to go to its parent, that is LI tag. And then I would like to find the UL tag in the same parent. For example, the user clicks on the hyperlink, that is products. So this is the currently clicked item. We are moving to its parent, that is submenu, that is LI tag. Then we are trying to search for the corresponding child, that is UL tag. So for this UL tag, I would like to do something. So for this UL tag, let me add slide toggle. Means it should be toggle automatically. For the first time it should be opened, next time it should be closed. See, if you click on the products for the first time, it gets opened. And if you click the same once again, it gets closed. So this is the nature of the submenu. It opens when you click on the menu item. And then I would like to add indicator icon after the products. So go to the products menu item. After this menu text, I would like to add an icon, that is chevron circle down. Let me add another user-defined class, that is indicator, so that we can access the same in jQuery. So now in the sidebar.css file, let me select that indicator icon. And for that, let me add float right, so that it will be displayed towards right. And then font size, that will reduce the size of the icon. And then line height. So you can see the icon at right side. After that, let me add transition for the same, so that any CSS property that is getting applied will be applied smoothly, that means gradually. Plus, let me add additional CSS class, that is reverse. So when we apply this reverse class, I would like to make it rotated by 180 degrees. But it must be applied only when the user clicks on these products. So let's switch back to sidebar.html file. Let's scroll down towards the jQuery code. So in the same parent, I am trying to select the indicator and then toggle class. That means on first click, it applies the CSS class, but after that, if you click the same CSS class gets removed. So as of now, the CSS class reverse is not applied for this, but after clicking the same, now reverse CSS class has been applied so that it is upside down. But if you click the same once again, it removes the CSS class called reverse, so it is normal again. So if you apply reverse CSS class that is upside down like this, and if you remove this reverse CSS class, it is normal like this. Now switch to sidebar.css file. Let's change the background color on hover. So this is how we made the sidebar like this. If you want to add more number of submenu items, simply you will repeat this LA tag just like this. So you will take up an individual LA tag along with the submenu class, and this is the menu text, and inside which you would like to add submenu by using UL tag. For example, under events, I would like to add a submenu. Let me add the indicator icon for the same. And after that, let me add the submenu CSS class for the LA tag that indicates the CSS that this particular menu item has a submenu. And then inside this LA tag, let me add UL tag. So overall, this is the total of one menu item, and this is the total of another menu item. You can repeat the same syntax for n number of menu items, as many as you wish. So we have some menu items here. So let's check the output. You can see there is a submenu for events, and it contains the submenu items like this. This is how to create the sidebar along with the submenu. But in case if you are not aware of jQuery at all, don't worry about this jQuery code. You can really learn the jQuery code by using the jQuery section.